In this video, we'll cover why it's important to understand Tableau's order of operations. In exploring this concept, we'll consider table calculations, table calculation filters, fixed LOD expressions, context filters. I'm using the World Indicators dataset, which is installed by default with Tableau. Note the list of countries and populations from 2012. Also included is a percent of total quick table calculation. Observe that China makes up 19.25% of the world's population, while Afghanistan and Albania represent 0.43 and 0.04% of the world's population. I'll drag the quick table calculation to the data pane and rename it Table Calc Percent. When I open the calculation, I'll see that the formula includes the table calculation function total. We'll see the value the total function returns when I drag the denominator of the formula onto the view. The repeating 7 billion is the world's population in 2012. Let's filter on country. When filtering to display only Afghanistan and Albania, the displayed values look very different and very wrong. To understand why, let's consider Tableau's order of operations. Country is used as a dimension filter. Dimension filters occur before table calculations in the order of operations. Therefore, the world's population of 7 billion is lost to the filtered view, and we instead get about 32 million. We need a solution where the calculations can access the total population. One way to do this is by creating a table calculation filter. In this formula, note that lookup is a table calculation function. Max may not seem intuitive here, but it is required since if we remove it, we'll get an error. This is because table calculations cannot work with row-level data. The 0 is an offset. Note that if I temporarily put the table calc filter on the row shelf, it repeats the name of the country. However, if I enter a 1 or a -1 as the offset, we can see the corresponding offset on the view. Now I'll remove the country filter and place table calc filter on the filter shelf. If I select to see only Afghanistan and Albania, I retain the 7 billion and keep expected percentages. This is because table calculation filters occur after table calculations in the order of operations. One issue with using this table calculation filter is that it generates a query to the data source that returns all countries. That's how we're retaining the 7 billion. Returning large amounts of data to your local desktop can quickly become a performance inhibitor. Let's consider a different, more performant approach. I'll remove the table calculation filter and once again filter by country. Let's consider total pop fixed. Note that this calculation is fixed on nothing and returns the sum population total. If I place the calc on the view, it returns 85 billion. Why? It's because the fixed LOD is ignoring both the country and year filters. If we look at the graphic again, you'll note that fixed LODs occur before dimension filters. Therefore, the calculation is summing population values over multiple years. One way to address this is via Add to Context, which is accessible via right-clicking on the year filter. Now we get the expected 7 billion. Context filters happen before fixed LODs in the order of operations. Let's remove context from the year filter and place year in the total pop fixed calculation. This too will return the correct value since year is specifically declared in the calculation. Understanding how table calculations, table calculation filters, fixed LOD expressions, and context filters are impacted by Tableau's order of operations can be a real game changer in ensuring that you're returning expected values in your report.